Welcome back. So we are here about ready to go do the Wardance. Now that we've completed the first section of the Aurum Alley event. That was the only section that was recommended before progressing with Wardance. We'll of course go back to it eventually, but I am certainly eager to get to the bosses that are going to let us promote the Herta and a whole bunch of others that we have. So let's check our comms here. You have an interstellar message. Please check it promptly.
Phew.
What's up, Pom Pom? It's got you pondering.
What's up, Pom Pom?
Yeah, it's what I'm asking.
Just got a message from the Xianzhou Luofu.
Yeah.
Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
Instead of progressing to the Greek planet. Actually, I don't know if that was on the schedule next or not. Because then there's also, before then, there's also the banana event. The Penacony continuance. Oh, hey.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express.
Good to see you, Jing
How's
Yuan.
your trailblazing expedition going?
Actually hasn't been that long for us. We did just do the Foxian, but...
Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary Wardance.
Right.
Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, you honor us, Jing Yuan, General. What is the Luminary Wardance, though? What is this celebrating? What is this ceremony for?
Well, things aren't getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and
Right.
we're already being invited to another special event.
Hopefully this one is a little less, well, hopefully we don't fall asleep for this one. I think, because, right, we were in a dream for almost immediately then. Hopefully there's also less ambitions to, no, not take over the world or the universe, less ambitions to brainwash? No, that's not quite right either. Damn it, Sunday, how would you describe your actions? To put us into a perpetual dream. To pacify all of us. Something like that. Trailblazing is all about having fun.
Why not think about it this way? Our trailblazing expeditions are turning into blast expeditions, where we eat, drink, and play wherever we go.
Yeah. Well, no, there's still very much trailblazing. Or, well, in that the trail is on fire. As we just walk into disaster after disaster.
Blast? Expedition?
Yes,
Yeah, wherever we go, we eat, play, and have a blast.
we do, though. That is true, March.
So we should leave March behind to take care of the Express?
Oh, Don Hung, that's mean.
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
Are you making a reference to Mr. Sunday?
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis. By holding the Wardance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
That's what the Wardance is for. Is it a festival they always have after a period of crisis, or perhaps with a name like the Wardance Festival, it's a festival that marks the end of a conflict? Typically, probably a war, or maybe a battle against the abundance usually, actually.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. ceremony.
She's right.
You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
You guys did say that. And what happened? The family's protection was, well, the problem, actually. Well, some of the family, at least.
No need to worry. The Wardance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships.
Okay. About what I figured. But so it sounds like it's very specifically celebrating a specific conflict of the past then. Not just conflicts in general, or not just the resolution of conflicts in general.
Aside from Starskiff performances, it's mostly martial contests.
Oh,
Nothing
fun.
too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
Taiki and Roboball? Is that one of the events I haven't done yet? Because that sounds fun.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
Oh, right. No, that is the next world, right? Right, and that's the Greek one, I think. And that's right, because we were running out of Trailblaze juice.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop.
True. Why didn't we stock up in Penacony, though?
With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Ron May, you say? I still desperately need her in my lineup. Specifically for my break teams. My Firefly, in particular, would benefit greatly from her, I think. Probably in place of Asta. Sorry, Asta. But Leviathan fossils, huh? Sounds impressive. I want to see one of these. Also, is Ron May on Amorphous?
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Luofu.
But no, yes we are.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March.
Aw.
Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony.
Yeah. Okay, no, I thought you were about to tell her that we have other obligations, and being an adult means you can't always do what's fun. I like this better.
So here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Luofu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise.
Oh.
Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
You're gonna give up this opportunity? Alrighty then. You really trust me, Stell the Gremlin, March the Airhead, and Don Hung the, well, he's Mr. Stern. I guess he is semi-responsible, but you trust us three alone with neither yourself nor Mr. Yang? Well, alrighty. Your funeral. So we won't get to meet up with Herta or Ron May. Okay.
What do you two think?
Well, I want to play with Leviathan fossils too.
Himiko and Mr. Yang will be busy with serious research. Besides, fossils can't compete with martial contests when it comes to fun, right?
Speak for yourself, March. I'm a bit of a nerd. I like fossils, thank you very much. But I would enjoy the martial contests too.
Plus, you're the only one with so many friends on the Luofu.
I
I'll be
mean,
lost if you don't come along. You've gotta lead the way.
did you not come with us the last time, March? Did you stay behind? I don't think so. I mean, I know... See, Mr. Yang stayed behind, right? Don Hung stayed behind. No, you definitely came with us, I think. Actually, now that I think about it, I think both of you might have come with us. No. Himiko's first outing was Penacony.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Xianzhou Luofu.
Take us away, Pom Pom. Oh, I can discuss with them. Discuss the travel plans with the other members of the Express. And then end with March and Dan Heng.
Kalinga Abyss. What does she expect to find there?
I don't know.
Research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
What? Can you tell me anything about them? I'm actually legitimately curious.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
I mean, that's true. Complex. That was good. Well, have a safe trip, you two.
Don't miss us too much.
I will.
If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back as souvenirs for you.
I would appreciate that. Though, if there's something you're able to bring back, I am suddenly a little less interested. When I hear Leviathan, I'm thinking giant space monster the size of a planet.
Kalinga Abyss.
That's why geniuses are interested.
I want to see this again. Evolution of... Okay. That's all I want. Come back soon.
Don't miss us too much.
Pom Pom? Nothing? Alright, you two. Ready to head out?
Himiko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the Wardance, the latter definitely sounds more fun.
I don't deny that the Wardance sounds fun. But don't downplay Leviathan fossils.
By the way, Dan Heng, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Luofu, right?
Yeah, you no longer are banished.
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so.
It wouldn't be aimless. But, we'll appreciate your company.
Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended. And both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy.
Right.
And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the Wardance, to show that the Xianzhou Luofu is stable and safe.
Well, hopefully nothing happens to ruin that notion.
And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Your old friend? Oh, Jingyuan. Right. Though he was an old friend of Don Feng, not Don Heng, right?
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories. You know?
Good to be back, though, isn't it, March? So, here's something for all of you. A poem by March 7th. Oh?
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou.
Yeah. There were quite a few, weren't there? Rip Tingyun.
This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth.
Maybe this will be our first smooth trip. First time for everything, right?
Quite unusual, I must say.
Definitely unusual. We're so easily pleased. I actually feel sorry for us. Come on, don't jinx us.
I'm just hoping for the best. You're the one jinxing us.
No, I'm not. That's not how jinx March. You are the one who tripped the flag. I disarmed the flag by pointing it out. Ah, Yanqing. Still, I saw the Skyfaring Commission's notice that the Express is docked on the Xianzhou. You guys on the Luofu already? Yeah, I just got to Starskiff Haven. Yep, fresh off the train. Heh, the General sent me to welcome you all at Starskiff Haven. See you in a bit. I'll see you soon.
Is the Starskiff Haven always this crowded?
Yes.
Oh, there's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
March, I think...
Yanqing said General Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us. But where is he?
On his way.
Let's wait for him in front of the loom. It's the most prominent landmark on the dock.
Right. And also, March, this isn't really any more crowded than normal. Honestly, it's also not... I mean, Xianzhou citizens are pretty quiet, actually. As far as
Hey, you
cities
guys,
go.
hold on a moment.
Oh, hey, a Pepeshi. Oh, look at you. I didn't expect to see one of you guys here.
Did they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're
Oh,
from
and a,
Reconnecting, right?
Well, the Pepeshi are. The Intellitrons are from, well, I forget the name of the world, but where the good genius is from.
Are you familiar with the Xianzhou Luofu?
Yes, moderately.
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
But there's a Cloud Knight there who probably knows way more.
We are from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
No kidding.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
Ooh, must see. Yes. Take a look at the Ambrosial Arbor. It looks amazing, actually. Is it still on fire in the distance? It might not be, actually. Go to the Dragon Scale Gorge, though. The water is still parted, and that looks amazing. Come to the right people.
Exactly. We're Xianzhou experts.
No, we're Xianzhou novices, March. But we know what excited us on our first trip.
Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the Wardance. And that's why we're here, too.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
I guess.
I've heard the ring was
Oh,
actually
nice ships.
converted from a huge decommissioned Luofu fighter jet.
Oh, wow. What are these the fighters? I wouldn't really call that a jet, but it's a pretty cool airship. So it's even larger than a regular Starskiff?
No doubt about it. It's a massive fighter jet. It's got to be larger than a civilian Starskiff.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the Wardance starts in a few weeks.
A few
before
weeks?
we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
Damn, they called us here early.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
You're the one who claimed to be an expert, March, not me. I said we were moderately... I said we were novices. Moderately informed. Why not visit Aurum Alley? You know, that's a good choice. Fixtral Garden is probably still a little too dangerous. Why not climb to the top of the Ambrosial Arbor?
Hey, that's a terrible idea. You'll get them arrested.
It does sound like a fun thing to do, though.
You're joking, right? How about giving us some more practical suggestions?
All right.
Wait a sec. Maybe it's not such a terrible
Oh,
idea
no.
after all.
Oh,
risk,
no.
no reward. Come on, let's go climb that tree.
Oh, God, what have I done? I'm joking.
Slow down a bit. Wait for me.
Hey, wait. Just think about what
Oh,
you're
no.
doing. And don't mention our names if something goes wrong.
Oh, no, they're gonna fall.
I hope they don't get into trouble. This is nerve-wracking.
Actually, can they even reach the Ambrosial Arbor? Wasn't there some sort of barrier that prevented you from approaching? Something to that effect? Or was that undone and never put back?
Look, Yanqing's here.
Oh, good. Damn it, I didn't expect them to actually go.
Wow, really? Let's go catch up with him.
Well, I've gotten 2 Penacony tourists killed and or imprisoned. Whoops.
There you are. Everyone, this way.
Oh, there you are. It's like, where did you go? Hey, Yanqing.
Hey, everyone. It's been a while.
Good to see you. Last time I saw you, you were possessed.
Well, it doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But Yanqing,
Oh, hey,
are
they saw
you?
the Kafka poster up. It's a good poster. Very good wanted poster, Kafka. I mean, for us, it really hasn't been that long since we saw him, but I think Fixtra was technically before Penacony, so... Oh, Blade 2, nice.
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
Is he? I think it might be your imagination, March.
We've only been away for a few months.
Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely cautiously pinch Yanqing's cheek, yes.
What are you doing?
I'm pinching you. Hold on.
Sorry, but after our previous adventures, I've become suspicious of whoever greets us first.
That's really good. Let's see, who do we have? Actually, in the first case, it was our trailblazing buddies. But let's see, on the ice world, Urilo, it was Sampo. Fair enough. Then we met was it Tingyu next? Actually, yeah, but I suppose that was possessed Tingyu though, so also fair. And then well, actually we saw Misha first. Though I suppose you could argue Mr. Sunday instead.
Do you have to be suspicious around me too?
It is a track record. It's a pattern, but also just wow. Well, actually, no. Fully voiced Trailblazer lines aren't as rare as fully voiced Traveler lines.
You know, the last time we came to the Xianzhou, the first person who greeted us was...
I get it. Better safe than sorry.
Oh, yeah. Rip Tingyun.
Seriously, I've never seen the Luofu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding
What
the
is
Wardance
that?
right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
It's certainly going to be revitalizing. Seriously, what is that giant roller?
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who have come from afar. With the Wardance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight.
So, is the Wardance celebration only being hosted by the Luofu? Not any of the other ships?
The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Luofu recover from the crisis.
Actually, Yanqing, how closely tied are all the ships? I mean, do they have different governments? Or are they all unified? Because General Jing Yuan only in charge of the Cloud Knights of the Luofu?
It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace.
Right.
By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yanqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
Okay. Zhu Ming.
Yeah, I wonder if you've heard of it. It's known as the Star Forge, and it's responsible for providing more than half of the Cloud Knight's armaments.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. The Star Forge. You know, I know that word from a very different game. It was much more ominous.
The Xianzhou Zhuming boasts skilled craftsmasters, and General Huayan is a top-notch craftsman himself. Ah,
General
only I could get a
Huayan.
sword forged by him. I'd be on cloud 9.
Well, maybe you will before this is out. Not sure if we've seen anyone by that name yet. Any of the characters released? I don't think so.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed next?
And also, actually, hold on. Yeah, okay, that's another general. So each one probably has its own commissions and its own generals and... Okay.
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum.
Okay.
He's been eager to hear about how the Express has been doing.
Well, we're eager to catch up with him as well.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
Well, you're pretty much the same in that regard.
I agree.
But the next line also applies to both you and him. Adorable. That doesn't sound good. Not a part of the festival, is it?
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
Mind if we tag along? You're just as jinxed as March.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
It means you're a jinx, March. That you love tripping flags.
We'll go with you.
What is... Oh, it's the wolf things.
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
I've seen those things in the Divergent Universe, I think. And maybe in one of the other things like Pure Fiction or something. Moon Rage. I'll finally get an explanation to what the hell this is. Enemies with this mark can enter the Moon Rage state. After enemies use attacks, apply 1 stack of Bloodlust to enemies that can trigger Moon Rage. When Bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, the unit enters the Moon Rage state. At the same time, a Moon Rage countdown appears on the action order. Okay. When the countdown's turn begins, Moon Rage is dispelled across all enemy units. Oh. But what does the Moon Rage do? Doesn't seem to say.
Borisin? Why are there borisin here?
That's a good question.
This ends now.
It's just a twin.
Enemy data secure. Netmark
And they
activated.
shouldn't really be a threat
Hyper
for this
counterattack.
team, but we'll see.
I'm honored by, since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Excellent. And finish this thing. Just a light introduction.
Not good.
They're agile little buggers, aren't they? Oh! Oh, wait. I remember her. Yeah. I don't remember her name, though.
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat.
I love her little tiara. And damn, she is agile. All right. Oh, man, a lot of injuries, though. He just... Oh my, is that a borisin? You feel me? God damn it, dude. Get out of here. Make their lives harder by doing that. Time to upload them. Oh, jeez. They were coming charging at you, but you just keep taking pictures as they maul you to death. Yeah, borisin. By and large, yes. My head, on the other hand. Oof. Concussion. That sucks.
Wait, my sword!
Oh, did she take your sword?
Let's just get down to business first.
That's why she was looking at it all like, oh, this is cool.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
Understandable. I guess we can go say hi to the general. Maybe inform him of what's going on. Oh no, we're going to accompany Yanqing.
While we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou friends,
Oh.
don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
IPC. Yeah, I think I understand why we would want to do the first portion of Orm Alley now. Just to be aware of the IPC's ambitions on the Xianzhou. That they even have a presence at all.
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
Oh, but this shipment isn't even meant for the Luofu, and it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
The port authorities here that you are using. I mean, the Cloud Knights are 100% in the right here.
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Luofu must go through inspection.
Yeah.
But we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the borisin.
What do you mean? Like, you were flying by the Xianzhou Luofu, and borisin somehow attacked you and you docked on the Xianzhou? That story is extremely suspicious.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
I don't know, you have quite a bit of authority, though, Yanqing. I'm sure that Cloud Knight might appreciate the backup. But,
How dare you detain our ship? Who do you think you are?
I do love the IPC outfits, though. The tie on the armor. Everything.
We're just following the rules.
Out of every enemy we've seen, they do look like the most, I don't know, advanced the most advanced grunts. Helps that they actually carry guns instead of melee weapons like so many of us do. But yeah, no. Once again, nice try, but they are the legitimate port authority, so... Who are we seeking? Commander or something?
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
Probably the guy without a helmet.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
Ooh, nice accent.
The Wardance approaching. Safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did borisin prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven?
Oh, borisin prisoners. I guess I did sort of see chains. I think I saw one of them breaking chains or something. Now, the borisin is the type of creature, right? And then they were prisoners, not prisoners of borisin. Pretty sure it's, yeah, the borisin are the wolf-like creatures.
According to the protocol, borisin prisoners should be held on a Starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
So, are all borisin prisoners? Or only some? And where do they come from? I've certainly never seen any full-on wolf-like creatures on the Luofu before. Perhaps it's something that can happen to Foxians? Maybe?
Please don't blame this, Captain. This incident involves the Zhuming's diplomatic vessel.
Oh, no. This was the captain. Okay. Who are you, then?
Who are you?
Yeah.
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain.
That's probably fair, actually.
Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the borisin just before arriving, and the Zhuming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
Okay, so they're pirates. Not prisoners in this case. Soon to be prisoners. The IPC transport ship was attacked by them. The diplomatic ship came to the rescue. So they actually were flying, just happened to be flying by the Xianzhou Luofu and were attacked by the borisin, and then they docked here. Interesting. That's an unfortunate coincidence for them. Assuming it is a coincidence. Because I don't really fully trust the IPC. I mean, it's a large organization, some of it more trustworthy than other portions, but they've pulled enough schemes that I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Interesting. No, wait, so they fought off the borisin pirates and then imprisoned them on their ship. How do they end up here, then? And why did the... I mean, that makes it sound like the IPC vessel was saved before having to dock here.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the borisin near the Luofu, and the Zhuming envoys saved them? Sounds complicated.
Does. Also sounds a little above our pay grade. Well, actually, I'm not employed here. Above your pay grade.
Honestly, it gives me a headache, too. The Zhuming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu.
Oh. And that's actually standard procedure, rather than taking them directly to the shackling prison? Alrighty, I mean, I'll trust your knowledge over that over mine, which is non-existent. But if this is a diplomatic incident, you probably should contact the general immediately.
You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair. It's a diplomatic ship, not a transport, so they were trying to, well, transfer them.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
Good, good.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seat of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Not a bad idea. The more information they have, the more accurate their divinations can be. Calm the crowd, then disperse the street is restored to its peaceful state.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
In the same way that he looked taller, or... I mean, he's doing his job well, but I don't really have any memories of him being especially immature either. Could just be forgetting, though.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
Oh, yes, please. I would love to know more about them. Did you just call them the borisin? Oh, I know. They're kobolds, right? Yeah.
Those werewolf monsters are known as borisin. They are abominations of abundance.
Oh.
We've been fighting them for a very long time.
Okay. So, two things. One, they are werewolf-like creatures. Interesting. What's their non-wolf form, then? Assuming they're actually werewolves. That would mean that they can de-transform, right? Also, is Jingli related to them at all? It's just she has the moon theme. I still haven't actually seen her in game. Not really, at least. Other than the brief teaser at the end of the Xianzhou questline. Also, abominations of abundance. That explains why you're fighting them, and also why you would consider locking up all of them by default.
The borisin have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds.
Oof.
The threat they pose is just as terrible as the swarm disaster.
Really?
And the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago.
Oh. That's not the, That's not the one where the, Damn it, I'm blanking on her name. But the lady who drugged me. The alchemist. That's not the war where she lost her, partner or friend? I actually forget the details. But someone she was very close to. Seriously, though. As terrible a threat as the swarm disaster. That's almost hard to believe from what I understand about the swarm disaster.
Their presence has faded over the years. But who would have thought?
I would think they would be more comparable to something like the Antimatter Legion.
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Xianzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
It is pretty brazen. But, I don't know, they said they're pirates. They conquer worlds. It's perhaps not that surprising.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the borisin have some serious grudges.
I mean, is that really that strange, though, considering what the borisin do? I mean, sure, the IPC isn't necessarily as anti-abundance as the Xianzhou. They might be, I actually just don't know. I kind of doubt anybody's as anti-abundance as the Xianzhou, but, I mean, like I said, it seems like the borisin would attack anything and anybody, really.
Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum.
Oh, of course, of course.
I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Right. Hey, it was good to see you again, though, Yanqing.
Is help in hunting down the borisin?
I'm sure if they're gonna want our help, that'll be for the general to decide.
Thank you, but it's no big deal.
And yes, the general is absolutely gonna ask for our help. Or someone will. We're gonna get involved somehow, March, don't worry.
By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword.
Yeah, I saw
I'm thinking
that.
of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
Do you know? So no idea who that was. Damn it, I wish I remembered her name. But nah, it escapes me. I don't remember how good she was either, or even what role she played. I think she was a DPS though. And actually, no, I think she was the counter person. She was an upgrade over Clara, I think. Yeah. If I remember right.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
So when Cloud Knights get into trouble, they have to call the emergency services too. You go file the report, and I go fetch the popcorn. It's gonna be quite the show.
Don't remind me. I just zoned out for a moment, that's all.
I'm sure you'll get it back before this is all over. Don't worry, Yanqing.
All right, let's not keep the general waiting.
I mean, how she was admiring the sword, it must have been a really nice one. I know you collect swords, so it must, well, I guess probably all the swords you have are of good quality.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
I don't know. Xianzhou's a big, big place. Or the Luofu, rather. We're in the, you know, she could easily grab a Starskiff and escape if she was trying to. Oh?
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
Lu Jun. You're not up to no good, are you? Your face is growing more suspicious by the second. That scar under your eye. This sort of tired look. The intense stare you're giving us while calling us troublemakers. Of course, it could be a misunderstanding. You could be referring to the borisin. But I don't know. Is it possible this was all a, well, I was gonna call it a provocation or something from the...
Those guys are terrifying.
From the, damn it, the Zhuming, was it that the ship you guys are from?
Deliver the prisoners to the shackling prison.
Or maybe IPC? No, probably not.
We'll see to it that these criminals are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible. The cleanup operation is already underway, Lieutenant Yanqing. So there's no need to worry about anything.
Yeah, you already knew who Yanqing was as well.
Thanks. By the way, you're an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad, right? I don't remember meeting you before.
Oh, actually, yeah, these are both people, Cloud Knights from the Luofu, but also even more suspicious.
Well, I'm just a junior officer. I recently returned to the Luofu from the front lines and was temporarily assigned here for security duty before the ceremony.
Yanqing, what do you say looking up, I don't know, a list, database of every Cloud Knight? See if there's a Lu Jun in there. Can we look up his file, basically?
Those guys are terrifying.
Very suspicious. Alright, we are going to the Palace of Astrum. However, I'm seeing something weird on our map here. It looks like that should be over there, but that's clearly not right. On the mini-map. That's weird. Whatever. Time to talk to the general.
Been a long journey, Elder Wyatt.
Oh.
Thank you for your presence.
From the Zhuming?
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
Looks like a shorter fella. Hey there. And he's got a nice bushy beard. Oh yeah. Looks like a Master Roshi type figure. Almost. Now actually, before we talk to them, you'll notice something different. As because the next version has come out. Oh, hello. And there's this adorable looking character who, I don't know, almost gives me Nahida vibes. And how precious they seem. Wait, are you Hermes? To see the little wings on your feet. The Greek messenger god. That would be an interesting little detail. An adorable little Hermes. The Divergent Universe has been completely reset. Very cool. You can get new rewards from it. That'll be nice. She's riding a rocket. That's great. And then whoever you are. I think these are going to be our two new banners for this version. But I'm not positive on that. Oh, well. That confirms one of them. Yeah. Tribby. Quantum Harmony, huh? I think the letter and the packages there confirm her being Hermes, probably. Wait, the little dove with the hat and the vest. Oh my god, I love it. That's adorable. We got Gwenhyphen, Hook, and Lynx. Wonderful. Oh, and Yunli again. Yeah, that was your name. I was just wondering about you. Yeah, she was Destruction, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, she was the upgrade over Clara. Okay, Gwenhyphen and Lynx are both maxed out on Eidolons. Hook, however, has a ways to go. That's good. So, Wishes will hopefully not be a complete waste 4-star wise. All right, let's try out this trial. Let's take a quick interlude before talking to the general and the leader of the Zhuming. I mean. Tribby. Or Tribbier. I'll go with Tribby for now. After activating the zone, all attacks against enemies deal additional damage. It's a good buff. The more enemies the character strikes, the greater the additional damage this character deals. Ooh. So when it says this character, well, we'll see the details. But it's sounding like she might go quite well with the Herta or Erudition teams. This character can also launch follow-up attacks against all enemies, right? Okay. You do look quite precious. Neat eyes. Different colored gloves and boots on each hand and feet. Also reversed on which side is which. Very interesting design. Oh. Huh? Aww.
Training? Which one of you likes such sour stuff?
Oh, he's got a big old apple. Wait, sour? That was a red apple. That wasn't a Granny Smith or anything. Oh, whatever. She said some names there too I didn't quite catch. Yeah, she's got her wings, which are not attached, kind of floating. I wonder if they're real, functional. Scarf with a bow and only on one side though. Very cool. Let's see if we can hear the names.
Trainin? Which one of you likes such sour stuff?
Chanin? That's about what I heard. I'm pretty sure that's not right. All right, let's see what we got. If time were a flower. Abilities. Oh yeah, they are pairing her with the Herta. I had a feeling. Also, wow. Giving me the Herta in trial without her being the main character, the main focus. Very nice. That feels unusual. Usually they'll give you free characters, I feel like. Or 4 stars at the very least. Also, Gallagher, I could make this team. 100 rockets. Oh, wow. Her base attack is just inherently a blast. And HP based. Oh, that's cool. I think that's a first. Wait. Yeah, okay. 27% to one enemy. And then 13% to adjacent. Okay, that comes out to about 1440 for her right now. They're given HP. And with a standard 90% for attack-based characters, say with a, I don't know, 2200 attack, which isn't, well, you know, it's fairly standard, I think. That would, you know, hers does about 500 less to the base enemy. But that blast, I think, more than makes up for that. Also, I wonder if that's the rocket she was riding. Skill. Where do the gifts go? Well, you tell me. They're your gifts. Gains numinosity, lasting for 3 turns. The duration decreases by 1 at the start of this unit's every turn. Okay. While Tribby has numinosity, increases all ally targets all-type resistance penetration by 21%. That is actually really, 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 really good, I think. I don't see resistance all-type resistance penetration in many places off the top of my head. Acheron. And maybe the Herta, did you have that? No, she did not. I know I've seen it somewhere else too. Maybe it was with the Remembrance characters. But a handful of places, though. Exceedingly rare. That's pretty good. Ultimate. Guess who lives here? I'm guessing Tribby. It is an AoE. And not too bad of a cost. Activates a zone and deals quantum damage to 20 or equal to 26% of her max HP. Basically a regular attack. To all enemies. Lovely. While the zone lasts, increases enemy targets damage taken by 26%. Also lovely. After an allied target attacks for every 1 target hit, deals 1 instance of quantum additional damage equal to 10.5% of her max HP. For every target hit. Oh man. To the target that has the highest HP among the targets hit. Ooh, okay. I like the way it selects for those. So yeah, that will go really, really well with the Herta, and will honestly greatly improve her erudition teams in general effectiveness against elite targets. Well, actually, only if they have add-ons though. Otherwise, it's not that much more. But the zone lasts for 2 turns. Its duration decreases by 1 at the start of this unit's every turn. Okay. And then glass ball with wings. Are we calling you a glass cannon? While the zone lasts, Tribby's max HP increases by an amount equal to 9% of the sum of all allies' characters' max HP. Oh, wow. Okay. That is really nice. Oh, too bad we have Gallagher here. Our bunny abundance would be far more effective in this team. That's your talent. Busy as Tribby. After other allied characters use ultimate, Tribby launches follow-up attack, dealing quantum damage equal to 15.7% of her max HP to all enemies. Damn! This effect triggers up to 1 time per character. When Tribby uses ultimate... Wait. Up to 1 time per character in entire combat? Oh, no. When she uses her ultimate, this trigger count for it resets. Okay, that's good. The target has... So as long as she's getting 1 ultimate per... all of our allies' ultimates, she should be fine. If the target was designated before the follow-up attack is launched, then launches the follow-up attack against new enemy targets entering the battlefield. Oh, yeah. Okay. So if the ultimate kills the targets, she still gets to hit new targets. That's lovely. I appreciate that. Lamb outside the wall. After using Talent's follow-up attack, increases the damage dealt by Tribby by 72%. Are you sure you're Harmony? Because you feel just downright vicious. This effect can stack up to 3 times. Oh god, oh wow. Lasting for 3 turns. Yeah. I think I need you. I think you'll fit into my my budding the Herta team very, very nicely. We will destroy Pure Fiction together. They won't stand a chance. Honestly, even bosses probably won't stand a chance against you and the Herta together. Now, if I could only add Jade to the mix, and God, oh man. Terrifying team. Probably be my strongest by far. Even stronger than my Acheron. Pebble at Crossroads. Or Pebble at Crossroads? Question. At the start of a battle, Tribby regenerates 30 energy. After other allied targets attack, Tribby regenerates 1.5 energy for each target hit. Damn, you're lovely. Alright. And her technique, if you're happy and clap your hands. Oh man, I love it. Oh, that's a little... I don't know if it quite nursery rhyme is right. Schoolyard. After using technique and upon entering battle, obtains numinosity. Oh, wonderful. So basically, cast your skill immediately. Down the skill point cost. It's good. You don't have a memo sprite, but that's not a bad choice of set effect for you. Another quantum damage increasing set. Oh, I think the quantum damage is the first one to have 2 sets that increase its damage as its 2-piece bonus. Wait. Decreases the wearer's speed by 8%. Interesting choice. Before entering battle, if the wearer's speed is lower than 110.95, increases their crit rate 20% or 32. Okay. Okay. Well, on the plus side, you get to avoid the speed boots. And since she's pretty much entirely follow-up attack based anyways, and you want her to go slowly so she doesn't use up turns as often. Yeah. Though she's actually SP is positive, since she has such a long duration on her skill. But that increase to crit rate is more than worth it, I think. That's a potentially lovely... Ooh, that one would actually go really well with maybe our, was it Aglaya? That we the 5-star we just got. Because she'll build up her speed slowly but surely. So she can start the battle low and take advantage of that exceptional crit rate. I like that set. Oh my, she's launching. Okay, did I say Nahida? I take that back. You're Klee. That's amazing.
Numbers.
Did you actually clap?
Numbers.
Oh, there's 2 other people there. Oh, wait, so are you 3 people in 1? That's interesting. That also explains your banner, because there were 3 of you riding a rocket.
Numbers.
Hey there.
What's wrong? Never seen perfection up close before?
Oh, they've seen perfection. Okay. Now, actually, hold on. Did your ultimate give you numinosity? No. Should I wait to use it? No. Go ahead.
Is it coming?
Yeah, there's 3 of them there. And they're all twins, clones, something, it seems. Though, this one looks like it's having a lot of fun. This one, more serious. I guess she's the leader. Her launching a rocket at you. Did you just blow up a planet? They seem fun.
The door to a whole new world. Oh, poor you.
Okay, how much damage did it actually do just now? Oh, wow. That, it seemed like more just now.
Let's kick things off with you!
Underestimating us will cost you.
Oh, wait. Okay, so that one just now, I think, was from the, ultimate. Yeah. The other one. Wait, no, we haven't used the, our ultimates yet. So all of those are from her ultimate zone. I swear I saw one attack all of them.
Huge news!
What was she saying there?
What are you looking at? Maybe you can keep it down?
All at
Yeah,
once? I
that
don't have time for games.
attacked everybody. I'm missing something. Unless that's from the Herta. it is. Well. Oh, let's actually try out this one.
Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours.
Okay. There it is. Yeah, I wish I knew. The yellow damage that we're seeing there.
Here I come. Ready or not.
I mean, it's a star. I think it's probably from her. All right. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Curiosity. There's a dangerous.
Let's destroy you guys.
Riddle. Nothing but a boy.
Nice. I mean, it's doing a lot of damage. It looks like 100,000 there.
Never seen perfection
Is it
before.
coming? I see the West Wind. Away we go!
Yeah.
Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown. Honored to meet me.
In the mood for another beating? Nice, like my friends? Indulge yourselves!
Beautiful.
Do you know who I...
This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Underestimating us will cost you!
Nice. Oh, you know, I haven't actually tried out your regular tech, have I? Is that a cannon?
What
No,
are
I think
you
I did.
looking at? Maybe you can keep it down?
30,000 there. Ow.
I don't have time for this. Expand your thinking. Curiosity? Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Helpless as ever. Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Beautiful.
It's been a long journey, Elder Wyatt. Thank you for your presence.
Never did figure out what that was from, though. It's yellow star extra damage that showed up in anybody who was attacked. I feel like I'm going crazy here. Yeah. Before I would have said the Herta's best team was herself, probably Jade, Robin, and Lingsha. But now I think Tribby probably replaces Robin as best in slot there. Probably. If I had to guess. And on that note, on top of being absolutely adorable, I think I am going to wish for her. See, ooh, good, we got a hook. Oh, wow. That is a lot of 4 stars in one poll. Well, 10 polls. 50% 4-star rate there. Let's see, 2 hooks. So that's 3 total so far, plus a links. And let's see, swordplay, light cone. Memories of the past. Ooh. I think I have that on somebody. It's a good one. Well, for anyone who needs break effect, at least. And no. Didn't get anything. Oh, ooh, 2 Gwenifins. Alrighty, let's see. Hook. I think you're the only one. 100% base chance to burn enemies. Oh, adjusting to the designated enemy targets. Nice.
Hook's ready to find the next treasure.
Sure you are. Let the mole's deeds be known.
Hook's ready to find the next treasure.
Oh, we have them all. Oh, sweet. Always ready to punch and kick. Deals 20% more damage to enemies afflicted with burn. Lovely.
Hook's ready to find the next treasure.
Aw. She's a sweetie, isn't she? And we actually have a new feature, it looks like. Build guides. Or no, this is an old feature, but it has new characters. Wait. Oh, are you the other new character for this version? Hasn't been released yet? It's gonna be imaginary. That's cool. Oh, and we can see how many characters we do not own yet. Not that many, actually. All right. Hey, you two.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
That's okay, Yanqing. I'm sure he intended you to bring us to meet this person as well.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
It has been not that long from my point of view, but yes, it has been quite a while, General. Good to see you again. I dreamed about you on Penacony. Oh yeah, I kind of did, didn't I? Because we never actually called him there, did we? That was all part of the dream.
Oh. Well, it's an honor to be in your dreams, my friend.
Yeah, that's got to be super awkward for someone to hear.
Allow me to introduce you to General Huayan.
Ah, you're the general.
He's the Arbiter General
right.
of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
Well, like I said, I'm not going to let your feeble appearance fool me. You have Master Roshi vibes. Perhaps minus the perversion.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Of course, to be from the Xianzhou. And to look this old. Oh god, how old are you? Huayan.
Elder Huayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
No kidding. Do you have any other talents, Jing Yuan? Besides kicking ass?
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago.
Titles you've earned, no doubt.
Retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty. And I had no choice but to answer
the Marshal? I don't think that's a title we've heard yet. Do they reign over the Arbiter Generals? But like a true supreme leader of the Xianzhou ships?
Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
Maybe a hunt emanator. That'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Well, the Lightning Lord is supposedly an emanator, right? Of the hunt. But I wouldn't be surprised if a hunt emanator was the leader of the Xianzhou. alliance.
It's an honor to meet you, General Huayan.
Nice timing, you two.
It's my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
Glad to meet you, General.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Luofu, the same as all of you.
Right. Well, still, it's not every day we get to meet such high-ranking individuals. Okay, well, that actually does happen surprisingly often. But, it's not every day we get to meet someone not from the Luofu.
So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
So did the other ship... Oh, wait, she's back! Hey, dude, she's back there! She's got your sword! She's just staring. What is she doing? Oh, you know, she's actually probably from another ship. That's why we wouldn't have ever seen her before. But, do the other ships have something similar to the Ambrosial Arbor? I mean, all of them share a similar history, right?
Indeed. There's Dan Heng, March 7th, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Luofu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
Well, probably not. It's all as as Elio's screenplay dictates.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Luofu and will attend the war dance.
Yep.
I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
I think the chance absolutely will present itself. Why don't we go right now? Got a few weeks before the war dance, right? I guess we should probably deal with the borisin issue, but...
You're more than welcome, General Huayan.
It's not like a few drinks, you know, like an hour is gonna make the difference between all the borisin invading the Luofu or not.
And this young friend is?
Oh, you haven't... Oh, yeah. Gotta meet this stellar young swordsman.
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience.
Oh, it will.
He will stand for the Luofu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war
dude.
dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
What is she gonna stand for the Zhu Ming, I wonder? That's an interesting thought. Also, dude, she's right over there, Yanqing.
Great. It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today.
She's coming over to accept his challenge.
Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yun Li.
So she is their equivalent to you, Yanqing.
It's you!
It's her.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Hey, Yun Li.
Oh, you two already know each other?
You do like her
Guess
tiara.
we don't need any introductions then.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Yeah, you owe him a sword.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
I imagine she's also similarly young. Like Yanqing. Well, Xianzhou young.
She helped me capture the escaped borisin prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Mm-hmm.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
I mean, yeah, you were looking at that sword with pretty, greedy eyes, though. Like, ooh, this is a beautiful, delicious sword. I need to add it to my collection.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope
Nope, it's mine.
Nope, that won't do.
Yeah.
Won't do?
She found it. Finders keepers. Losers weepers.
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield.
Ooh. Ooh, Yanqing. You gonna challenge her?
As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped borisin prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string. And it missed its target.
These sound like fighting words. Yanqing, are you gonna take this?
By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that borisin prisoner would have gotten away.
Probably. Well, maybe temporarily.
Hold on a sec, Yunli. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
She is.
So much for Luofu's swordmasters.
Ooh.
What did you just say?
I think she just said so much for Luofu's swordmasters.
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone.
Yeah, I don't think these two are gonna get along. But I mean, it's, you know, different cultures, I think. I don't think the Luofu has that tradition of taking back your sword.
With all due respect, you don't honor your sword. So you don't deserve it.
Oh.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
I don't think this is the place, Yanqing. You gotta find somewhere without all this equipment and people.
Yanqing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the borisin.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Yeah, taking the sword from General Jing Yuan's, apprentice is also not a good thing. You're not on the Zhuming right now, so.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much.
Right.
I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet.
Oh?
Seeing Miss Yunli, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say, she definitely has that fiery edge.
She does.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yunli is still just a young girl.
Right.
A bit awkward and hot-tempered.
Just like Yanqing.
So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yanqing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yunli to the inn?
Oh, that feels like your punishment for him for causing a scene.
I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Luofu during the crisis.
Wait, so we're not gonna get to see their interactions? Aw, that's a shame. I have to imagine Yanqing and Yunli every minute together on the way to the inn will be just a delight.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
That's okay. I mean, you came at the time you're supposed to come for the war dance, right?
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yunli. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Actually, just like Clara, she doesn't wear shoes either.
friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Luofu and could use some help settling in.
Lingsha.
Yanqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back.
I bet they do. I think all the new characters from this event, or that came about during this event, are probably Zhuming characters. People from the Zhuming.
See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Luofu has no intention of violating their rights.
Right. But we'll be investigating to ensure no foul play.
I'm on it.
Yunli, what are you doing?
This trip is totally worth it. Compared to the Zhuming, the Luofu is so much livelier.
Is it? And I didn't realize how short you were before now.
But it's a shame the Luofu swordmasters don't seem that great.
Okay, you haven't seen the Swordmasters, but have you ever seen a Master of the Bat? Yo. Glad to meet you, Miss Yunli.
Glad to meet you too. Are you here to participate in the war dance?
I don't know. Can outsiders participate in the war dance as well?
Of course. To honor martial arts, the Cloud Knight's ring is always open to outsiders.
Then probably, actually.
If you can defeat the ringmaster selected by the Xianzhou, you'll not only win rewards and prizes, but also be making a name for yourself.
Well, then yes. Do I have to use a sword, though? Once again, bat user.
Sounds tempting, doesn't it?
It does. So what's that flame wheel octet the general spoke of? Like a group of 8 swordmasters from the Zhuming?
That's how outsiders refer to my peers in the Zhuming Cloud Knights and the Artisanship Commission. We all train under Grandpa's guidance, learning the art of craftsmanship and swordplay. That's how we got that title, I guess.
So do you guys not only train in the sword, but you craft the swords you use? That's really cool.
Just don't mention it in front of Grandpa. He always says that empty titles bring pointless challenges and conflicts.
I mean, he's not wrong.
We Zhuming swordmasters pride ourselves on the success of the group over the individual.
Interesting. So being part of the Flaming Octet is about the Octet, more so than those who make it up. Very interesting. Aren't you coming with us?
I have some things to do. Besides, little Yanqing doesn't seem too happy about me tagging along.
Well, I mean, you did steal his sword. You shouldn't have said you stole his sword.
Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills. So I guess you can say I'm a robber or something. How dare he imply I'm a thief?
Exactly.
Totally different.
Or, well, you didn't mug him for it. Yeah, a robber. Exactly. You're not like a sneaky thief. You didn't... You took it with your skills. It was actually very impressive. Wonderfully acrobatic.
Besides, the sword seems scared of its own master.
Really?
I'd like to ask him. You claim to cherish your sword as your life. Yet you don't even recognize the state it's in right now?
Huh. Do you talk to swords often? I mean, weirder things have happened in these games. Are these swords intelligent artifacts of some sort? Scared of its own master. Yanqing, what have you been doing to your sword?
I didn't intend to keep his sword. I was planning to take this chance to return it to him. But now, I've changed my mind.
Now he has to take it back.
I'll give that poor flying sword some proper maintenance. I won't consider returning the sword unless he learns how to say please, hello, thank you, and sorry.
Damn. You know, I think you two are a little more similar than you think.
So he can forget about it for now.
You scratch your head, feeling a tingling sensation on the scalp at the thought of the impending troubles Yanqing will face. While you're distracted, the young girl has already wandered off on her own, her whereabouts unknown. I don't know. This has the classic, this feels like a classic setup for these two are absolutely potential ship kind of deal. I mean, look how much they hate each other. Generals, I should say. Oh, I can't actually talk to Jing Yuan.
I'm sorry for Yanqing's rudeness.
Not at all. Taunted by Yun Li like that, even a training dummy would be angry.
I mean...
You've taught your apprentice well. If it were me in my younger days, I'm afraid I'd have drawn my sword and fought.
Yeah, and this really isn't the location for something like that.
Yanqing can understand your concerns. On the other hand, Yun Li is still a naive girl who's only interested in swordplay. Honestly, I brought her here to participate in the Wardance because I want to broaden her horizons.
Yeah, I figured something like that. But, you know, Yanqing is also mostly interested in swordplay. Though, I don't know, perhaps he's grown a little bit since he was first introduced. But, to say, like I said, I think they're much closer than it may seem. March?
Hey, Don Hung. I thought all the Xianzhou generals were like Jing Yuan.
What do you mean?
But that General Huayan, he looks so thin and scraggy.
Well...
As if even a light breeze would knock him over. Is that old man really an Arbiter General?
I mean, one, he could be much tougher than he looks. But two, I mean, he's a general. He doesn't need to be able to fight. He needs to be able to lead. And, you know, he's old. Probably only got a few more centuries in him.
Well, each Xianzhou ship has its own division and specialty within the Alliance. Not all of the Arbiter Generals are good at leading the charge. You heard what Jing Yuan said, right? General Huayan was once the head of all the skilled craftsmen on the Zhuming.
Right. There appears to be more than meets the eye. Perhaps he's a robot.
Oh, like Madame Herta.
Oh, yeah.
That would make sense. Anyway, it's really weird for a Xianzhou native to look so old.
I wasn't actually expecting you to agree with that, March. I thought you were going to say, stop messing around or something.
Good question. He's right there. So why don't you ask him yourself?
What, go up to him and say, hey man, why do you look so old? That is extremely rude.
Nah, I'd like to live a little longer.
Yeah.
We should leave. General Jing Yuan asked Yanqing to entertain us, so obviously, he has important matters to discuss.
Right.
Let's not waste any time here.
Head to the hotel. Get distracted by Borisin, perhaps. Or maybe the IPC.
This is the report Qingzu just sent me. Let me take a look.
Yeah?
Looks like the General has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease.
Is this some kind of test from the General? I mean, I guess in the sense that he's trusting you to handle it, you know, giving you that experience and testing whether you're ready for this kind of responsibility, I guess.
Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes.
What about that diplomatic dispute between you and Yoon Lee?
It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield.
I mean, no,
Especially
but
true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble.
it's generally better to talk things out, though, wouldn't you say? Keep the fighting for the sparring room rather than reality. Especially true when you're up against... Yeah. The IPC are very good at the diplomatic side of things.
Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
Sure. Let's go.
It is the Luofu's honor to have you in attendance at the Wardance.
I'll bet. Are we gonna see the other ship's general?
Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yanqing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the Marshal?
Yeah. I'm thinking the Marshal does reign above the Arbiter Generals. And I, once again, would not at all be surprised if they are a Hunt Emanator.
You're overthinking it, Jingyuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have
wait.
no ulterior motives.
I didn't catch that earlier. Your granddaughter. Oh, wow.
However, I have no clue what the Yanqing Arbiter General has in mind.
So you haven't... I mean... Is it really that weird for you both to be interested in coming to say hi to an old friend like Jing Yuan and partake in the war dance?
Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one.
Right.
You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou.
Exactly.
The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning.
I mean, yeah, generals are far more than a military position. They are very political as well. I mean, that's always been true.
So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you.
That's one way to look at it. On the other hand, it gives you a better chance of correcting your mistakes if you live long enough to see them come back, so that others don't have to deal with them instead.
The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Luofu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yanqing...
The ins and outs of the Ambrosial Arbiters. Yeah. I mean, were they trying to hide that? I don't imagine so. Merlin's Claw. Is that the name of the Arbiter General of the Yanqing?
She has come specifically for you.
Oh. Has she now? See, who of... Could she be one of the released characters? The only one that would make sense would be maybe Fei Xiao. I think she was a... She might have been a Cloud Knight or Arbiter General. Maybe.
Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
Maybe she isn't late. Maybe she's observing from afar, waiting for the time to strike.
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while, but
Yep.
I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
Oh, hey!
As soon as she disembarked from the Starskiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
Mose and Jiao.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yanqing, I assume.
Well, one is the knight, and the other is, cook.
We are Jiao and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's
Moza.
Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
They're her retainers. Okay. One responsible for reconnaissance, intelligence gathering, the other responsible for her meals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Well, if I were to give it a guess, the borisin situation is exceedingly likely, perhaps. Maybe that interests her for some reason.
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
Really? I mean, I don't blame her. The views there are fantastic. But something tells me that's probably a cover for what she's really interested in.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here.
Right. I mean, that's considerate.
Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
Well, I suppose she's on equal footing with them, so it's not that rude to not pay her respects or something like that, but interesting. In the meantime, outside the Palace of Astrum.
Drat. I forgot to ask Yunli to return my sword.
Yeah, that's not happening. I don't think you'll ever get your sword back.
Unacceptable. Every sword is precious to me.
She seems to think you're disrespecting your swords, though. I still wonder what that's about.
If it weren't for the General's interference, I would have taught that shameless girl a lesson in swordplay.
I don't know. You might meet your match. I imagine you two are actually relatively equally matched, though.
By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the General seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huayan's visit?
Possibly. He's around his peers. You know, people can behave a little differently in situations like that. Perhaps, you know, he respects the Elder a lot, so that could change his demeanor a little bit. He could also be concerned about the borisin situation.
Reserved? Really?
I mean, Yanqing spends a lot more time around him than we do, March.
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
Maybe. Don't discount your intuition, though.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Zhuming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yaoqing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
Right. You presume correctly.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
So the Arbiter Generals never meet up together? I would think they would need to at times. To coordinate.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jing Yuan, just like the crew, right?
The Wardance is just a small festival.
Oh.
And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more.
I was under the impression the Wardance was a little more important than that, but fair enough. However, I do think they are here for something more important. And I'm positive it has to do with the borisin. It's not that big of a leap to make.
Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
I don't know what they'd be holding account. He handled it very well. I mean, it would be really silly to hold him, to punish him for that.
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion?
Yeah.
Why would they blame the victim?
I mean, it seems a completely unreasonable demand to expect perfect prevention against people operating in the shadows. Yeah, you do what you can, but things will always slip through the cracks, no matter what you do.
Don Chu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
What's that single piece of incontrovertible evidence?
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Oh.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jingyuan himself?
I see. They want to make sure he's not secretly a follower of the Abundance, effectively. Well, no, I don't believe that for a second. He did good to put a stop to it. And, I mean, we've heard him talk about it. He absolutely despises the Abundance.
Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
Right. You can vouch for, we can vouch for Jingyuan. Yeah, but how much does our opinion how much weight does our opinion hold? No wonder we were called back for the ceremony.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip.
I warned you, March.
It seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Yep. We will never have just a simple trip, probably.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony.
They are here to conduct their own investigation, to stymie their own fears about the Ambrosial Arbor. I mean, fair enough.
By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Zhuming diplomatic ship has arrived, and rumors say that she's to be the new cauldron master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
Oh, replacing Don Chu?
An alchemist from the Zhuming serving as the cauldron master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
I mean, putting one of their people there into the position that was held by Don Chu. Keep an eye on things. It's a pretty obvious move.
Thanks to your words, Mr. Dan Heng. Now I finally see the underlying tensions.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully that'll help them waylay their suspicions.
The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
I mean, he was purposefully keeping you in the dark, probably. It's not his job to lay his troubles on you.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything.
Exactly. I mean, this is just something that will have to play out.
Did I say something wrong? Again?
I don't think so. Well, let's see. Oh, well, maybe he's sensitive about not being an adult. Are you an adult, Yanqing? I know you're young, but I'm not actually sure about that. And I guess doesn't like the idea that he can't do anything for the General. But it's true. The General needs your help. I'm sure he'll help. I'm sure he'll get your help. Please, March, just keep quiet. No. You're a real master of conversation. I think this one is sarcastic.
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment.
And like I said, it's just not your place. Complaints, it's not a leader's job to push their complaints onto their subordinates. Complaints flow up, not down. Or troubles, I should say.
Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
Right. Imagine we're gonna go with you, or...
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
Exactly. I mean, you're where the plot's happening, Yanqing.
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
I mean, maybe. But also, the IPC have gotten into a lot of questionable situations recently. From Eurilo 6 to Penacony. To now being present here, I don't know. I'm suspicious is all.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them, right?
We've dealt with 3 of them. And dealt with makes it sound a little bit wrong. We've dealt with one of them, but that was him throwing the match. Really, it was Acheron. The other one, Topaz, we never actually fought, though we came close. And Jade, we just briefly met, really. Brag all you want. Please don't drag me into this. You're a real master of conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Are you being sarcastic?
Yeah, I knew it. I knew that was sarcastic.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
Sounds good, Yanqing. A report. Oh, well, that's interesting. Probably their complaint, rather. To the relevant persons in charge of the Skyfaring Commission's Reception Hall and Trade Hall, I'm writing on behalf of the IPC to protest the improper confiscation measures taken by the Luofu's Skyfaring Commission against the cargo our company was transporting. I mean, you can call it improper all you want, but it doesn't make it so. I would like to take this opportunity to highlight the seriousness of the incident and clarify our position. I hope you will regard this with great importance and take immediate corrective measures. At the beginning of this month, New Londinium... Gee, I wonder if this place is based off of London. A transport ship... Oh, wait, no, it's a ship. A transport ship belonging to our company's Logistics and Transportation Department was scheduled to sail for the battlefield on the border of the Klimt Republic. Huh. Sounds like something important. However, as the ship was sailing along the Luofu route, it was attacked by a borisin beast ship. Fortunately, with the help of a ship of Zhuming envoys, it managed to escape. According to the relevant risk avoidance clauses stipulated in the Trade Security Cooperation Framework, Mutual Emergency Assistance and Trade Promotion Agreement, signed between our company and the Xianzhou Alliance, the attacked ship had no choice but to anchor in the Luofu skyport. Okay. However, upon doing so, you brought borisin here. Therefore, it must be impounded before, so an investigation can be carried out. However, although our vessel had anchored temporarily due to extenuating circumstances, the Skyfaring Commission insisted that we provide detailed information about our cargo in accordance to the regulations on goods for foreign trade and carried out inspections. Our personnel made multiple attempts at negotiation and repeatedly reiterated that this batch of goods involved the IPC's intellectual property and commercial secrets. But it did not result in any change in attitude from your end. Not only were the goods detained, but we were also ordered to open the shipment for inspection. It is... I wonder what was in there. It is appallingly obvious that the Skyfaring Commission has disregarded our perfectly logical and justifiable explanation and abused its power while handling the incident, which completely violates the consensus of business principles between both parties. I cannot help but ask, does the Skyfaring Commission frequently abuse its power to forcibly seize the goods of foreign companies? For companies that adhere to business principles, this abuse of power will only lead to disappointment in the Luofu's overall management standards and concept of the rule of law. Damn. I mean, I would normally even perhaps agree with this if it weren't for the extenuating circumstances of your arrival precipitating an attack on the Skyfaring Commission docks. It needed to be verified that you weren't smuggling in borisin. In light of the above situation, I'd like to put forward our demands on behalf of the IPC. 1. Immediately return all goods belonging to the new Londinium and propose a departure date. 2. Assess and compensate all commercial losses incurred during the period of detention. 3. Issue a public apology to compensate for the reputational damage caused by this incident and restore our company's reputation. Well, with the exception of 1, I think pending the completion of their investigation, those are reasonable demands. Assuming the IPC wasn't at fault for anything. Compensating them for losses and issuing an apology are both perfectly reasonable. And 1 will be perfectly reasonable upon verifying that all the goods are okay. There's no contraband or anything suspicious there. We sincerely hope that through direct communication and negotiation between both parties, this dispute can be resolved amicably in a satisfactory manner as soon as possible, so as to avoid unnecessary legal disputes and a negative impact on trade relations. We hope that you will attach great importance to this matter. Thank you. Sincerely, Lyndon Scott. Wait, I know that name. I think. Special Commissioner, IPC. Was that the head of the Strategic Investment Department? Lyndon Scott? Maybe not. It did come up, though. I swear that name was dropped during the IPC, the future, Future Market quest line. I'm having trouble placing what their actual position was, though. Huh, very cool. Alrighty then. I think we're actually going to end it here for now. Next time we will progress on with this quest line, though.